TRPA1 is a bladder mechanosensor and nociceptor expressing in urothelial cells and bladder sensory nerve fibers. In this study, we investigated in vitro and in vivo inflammatory responses to LPS installation in female wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice. We evaluated these three experiments, and mice received intravesical LPS or saline installation for 1 hour, and all experiments were evaluated at 24 hours after installation. Before this study, we preliminarily evaluated the CMG measurements of wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice without LPS stimulation, and we found that there are no significant difference between wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice in any parameters. In CMG measurement 24 hours after LPS installations, wild type mice showed a shorter intercontraction interval and lower voided volume significantly compared to TRPA1 knockout mice with LPS treatment. And they are the representative. And they were the representative CMG charts of wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice with LPS treatment. Histologically, inflammatory cell infiltration and mucosal edema in some mucosal layers of the bladder was similarly observed in wild type and both wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice with LPS treatment. But these findings was not observed in wild type mice with saline treatment. Compared to wild type mice with saline installations, the number of infiltrating inflammatory cells was significantly higher, both in wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice with LPS treatment. But these two groups, between these two groups, there are no significant difference. And 24 hours after saline installation, no other, except for TRPA1, other TRP channels evaluated in this study was not changed between wild type and TRPA1 knockout mice. There's no significant difference either in bladder and S6DRG. Moreover, LPS installation increased significantly only the TRPM2 messenger RNA expressions, but no other TRP channel expression was significantly changed in either bladder and L6DRG. In conclusion, TRPA1 knockout mice showed attenuated bladder hyperactivity induced by LPS, and its inflammatory changes in the bladder were similarly observed as wild-type mice. Our results suggest that TRPA1 is involved in bladder hyperactivity induced by bladder inflammation, but not involved in inflammation itself. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, Toby Chai from Yale. Thank you for that interesting presentation. So what is your hypothesized mechanism for the difference in urodynamic findings between the knockout and the wild type, if you didn't show any differences in your inflammatory measurements as well as your RT-PCR? What are you proposing explains the differences that you see in the CMGs?
Thank you. And that is very important thing. And in our RT-PCR, we couldn't find the difference and the regulations of TRPA1. But the TRPA1 is mainly expressed in nerve fibers. So in brothers RT-PCR, the difference was too little to evaluate, to detect the change. That is one possibility. And moreover, we did not evaluate the response, the difference of changes of difference response of the TRP channel. So I think we need to evaluate the calcium imaging and the difference, the changes of response of TRPA1 before LPS stimulation and after LPS stimulation. Okay.
So any other question? So how LPS interact with TRPA1? Is a direct interactions or some indirect pathway to downstream of LPS or metabolites or whatever?
Sorry.
So LPS by itself is not the agonist for that TRPA1?
Yes, not agonist.
Okay.
So I think not indirect action. I think LPS caused inflammation and downstreams.
So what a candidate for that?
Sorry, I have no good idea.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, what do you think about your results? What's the meaning of your results from a clinical point of view?
Sorry, once again, please.
Thinking from a clinical point of view.
Yeah.
So for human, for, I don't know, targeting therapies, something about that. What do you think is the meaning of your results?
In a clinical
standpoint. In a clinical study point.
I think TRPA1, before this study, we evaluated the blood phenotypes of TRPA1 knockout mice, and we found there are no significant changes in voiding behaviors and CMG measurements. But after LPS treatment, TRPA1 knockout mice showed attenuated blood hyperactivity. So TRPA1 antagonist, I think TRPA1 antagonist in clinical situation will not change normal blood function, but in blood pain condition, only in blood pain conditions, TRPA1 antagonist attenuate the blood pain or blood hyperactivity, I think.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So next present.